Hello and welcome everyone. If you're new to this channel, then my name is Amit Patel and you are watching Musings with Software Engineer. If you're new, then subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon because on this channel, I share ideas, insight, tools, and tactics that can help you grow from where you are in the software industry to an epic level of success. So if you're new, then subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon. Let us begin. Sir, I have 59% in mechanical background. Please tell me if will I fit in the software jobs? Also tell me according to you which field I can earn more money, IT field or software field. See, more money depends on your skill. See, 95% of, so first thing is let's address your 59%. Okay, if you've got 59%, it is good. Just 1% less from a first class. Okay, I'm an average engineer. Okay, throughout engineering, I got average marks. Average marks means 50% marks. Okay, and in final year, I got 55% marks. Okay, didn't bother me because I was never worried about my marks. And I never put it in my mind that my marks are important. Okay. I always felt that what I know and what I can do with my knowledge is more important than my marks because marks is just something on a piece of paper. Maybe that will give you an entry into some company. Some company will say we are going to only hire people who have more than 50% marks or who have more than 55% marks or who have more than 60% marks. So there'll be companies like that. Okay, there maybe you will not get a job, but there are companies who will not even look at your marks. They will ask you technical question, and if you are able to answer those technical questions, then you can easily get into that company. Okay, so marks are not important. Okay, now will you fit into software jobs? That depends on your knowledge of software. Correct. If you learn one programming language and you learn that programming language really well to an extent that you can build an application using that programming language, then you can get into a software job because in software, what are you doing? You are building a software application. So you need the knowledge of a software programming, and knowledge means not just the understanding of a programming language. You need the working knowledge of a software. Uh, you need a working knowledge of a software, working knowledge of building a software application. That you will need. Correct. Once you have that working knowledge of a software application, then you will be able to get into a software job. Where can you get a better salary? 95% of all engineers who start as a fresher get an average salary which is between 2 lakhs per annum to 3.5 lakhs per annum in the software industry. This is average across the industry. This has not changed in the last 10 years. Okay, so if you join the software industry, 95% of people are going to get an average salary. Then there are these 5% people. So let's say there are 7 lakh people who got the job. Most people are going to get that average salary. 5% from these, maybe I don't know what is 5% of 7 lakhs. Okay, so 5% of 7 lakhs will get a higher salary depending on their ability to convince the company that they are the best people they can get. Okay, and one ability is from the college that they come from, the marks that they have got, the way in which they have given the technical interviews, the smartness that they show. Maybe if they are giving the aptitude test, they are scoring very high on the aptitude test. So based on these factors, some very 5% or less get a high salary right in the start as a fresher. Now, as you progress, if you become a really good software engineer, then you will start getting a higher salary depending all on your work and what you are doing. Okay, for getting a higher salary, there are two things which are required. One is the company which you are working should be a growing company. Okay, if you are in a company which is stagnant, if you are in a company which is not growing, you'll come to know within 1 year whether this company is growing or not. Correct? If the company is not growing, your salary will not grow. But if the company is growing, then your salary will keep growing year on year. Some years you will get average salary raises like 10%, 12%. Some years you will get high salary raises like 30, 50%, depending on what is happening, how you are performing. Okay, everything depends on your performance. Okay, but let's say you join a startup, and the startup you do really good work, and the startup gives you stock option, and this startup in the 5 years becomes so big, and the stock option, the money that you are getting from the stock option, that itself will become so big that your salary suddenly jumps from whatever it is because of those stock options, because you stayed with this company during the starting years, that your salary and income will be very high. And after that, even the other company that you go to will be a higher salary, because they will want somebody who's worked in a startup, and they will want somebody who's a senior but who understands the startup culture, and they will give a very high salary to this kind of a person. Okay, so there are many factors, but I would suggest that instead of focusing on money, focus on your skills. Okay, and if you're very concerned about salary, K Basappa, then when you get a job, when you start working, after that you come to my program, how to become A players, and you do that program. It's a 60-day program. Every 3 days you get one video which will help you to understand one particular principle of success within the software industry. Okay, and when you start doing so, it's not, you don't have to do some complicated homework or anything. You just have to understand the concept, and you have to start bringing these concepts into your work. Automatically your work will become better and better, and then you will get a salary raise or promotion or whatever. Okay, so I made this program just because a lot of people were asking me about salary raises, and I feel salary raises does not happen based on uh, our requirement that I want a salary raise. It happens on the basis of companies looking for somebody, and when the company finds the match, company is ready to pay this much amount to that person. If you come out as that person, okay, then the company will pay you that salary. Okay, and for doing that, that is the reason I built this course, A player. And whenever you have a job, and this is only for people who have a job, because it will not work for people who don't have a job. Okay, it is for preparing yourself so that you know how to grow yourself once you are in a job. Okay, it does not work without a job. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you think you are not getting the right salary or promotions, you can get the link to my how to become an A player course in the description. Thank you very much. Stay focused, stay rich, and see you in the next live.